Hello friends, today's video is regarding yogas for the wealth. Via astrology we will study what are the combinations of different planets and houses which causes or increases chances of gaining or attaining wealth. So first and foremost, what are the houses which are very important for attainment and accumulation of wealth? Second house. Second house is actually considered house of saving and gains generated via self. Second house is second from the first house. So this house represents whatever gains the person himself generates. Fifth house. Fifth house is house of speculation and trading. Fifth house is a house where a person through trading, through speculation, through chances, whatever income he is generating will be decided via the position of the fifth lord and good aspect on the fifth house. Sixth house is house of loans and are earning via interest. So sixth house is shows how the person is going to earn via lending money, giving loans, or via taking loans. Like he might take some loans to build something, and then via that might generate some new wealth and new income sources. So all those things are decided via sixth house. Then eighth house is earning via inheritance and partnership. Eighth house shows the chances of attainment of inheritance, chances of gaining wealth via partnerships, via spouse family. 11th house. 11th house is earning via work and business. It's called house of love. So 11th house actually shows how much gains or love you will get via business activities or via work, daily basis job and everything. Now we will see yogas with the second house. So what are the good positions of planets which a person should have so that he attains or accumulates wealth via the second house combination of benefic planet like Venus, Mercury and Jupiter in second house creates yogas for wealth. So if Venus, Mercury and Jupiter are functional benefic for the ascendant and they are either aspecting or are positioned in the second house, they will create yogas for attainment and accumulation of wealth. Exchange between Lord of 11th and 2nd creates a strong wealth yoga. So 11th house is house of gains and second house is house of saving and attainment of wealth. If there is an exchange between these two houses, if the planet Lord of the 11th is sitting in the second house and the Lord of the second is sitting in the 11th house, this creates very strong wealth yoga. Position of second lord in Trikona or Kendra. If the second lord is positioned in first, fifth, or ninth house, or first, fourth, seventh, and 10th house, it this also creates strong chances of accumulating wealth. Position of second lord in second house. So if the lord of second is sitting in the second house, this also creates very good yoga for accumulation of wealth. Again, a strong first lord and a divisional chart D2, which is Hora chart, is also required for enjoyment and accumulation of wealth. Because if D2 chart, divisional chart, which is actually the soul of the second house, is not too strong, then the person might accumulate a lot of wealth, but he he will always be like dissatisfied or will not be able to enjoy the fruits of his own labor. Then role of fifth and sixth house in wealth. Fifth house. Fifth house is house of speculation, lottery, and trading. So fifth house represents a speculative mind, chances of winning lottery, and chances of gaining money via trading. A strong position of fifth house lord in Kendra, Trikona, or in fifth causes gains in these areas. So if the fifth house lord is positioned in the fifth house, or it's in the first, fourth, seventh, and tenth, or first, fifth, and ninth house, then there are good chances of gaining via speculation and trading. Exchange between 11th house lord and 5th house lord, or 2nd house lord and 5th house lord, will increase chances of profits via speculation, via trading, or accumulation of wealth via trading. A good position or benefic aspect on 6th house is needed to enjoy wealth generated by the 5th house lord. So whatever speculations you are doing, investment you are doing, all those things, even if you gain through them, but if sixth lord is not that strong, or the sixth house position is not that good, then you will not be able to keep those profits, keep those dividends. Whatever loans, interest, and dividends you create will, on an average, go into losses. Fifth house lord and ninth house also creates earning via dharma and research. So ninth house is house of dharma and uh, higher studies and deep research. So if fifth house lord goes into ninth, uh, because fifth house also shows intelligence, so person will earn via his own intelligence, doing new research, finding new things, and doing some new inventions via these things also. Or ninth house is also house of religion and dharma, so person might give lectures on religion, might find some new aspects of religion, find new books in religion, and all those things might also give him money. Aspect of Sun, Jupiter, Venus, or Moon is better than direct position in the fifth house. So, fifth house, as its house of speculation too, a direct position of these planets might uh, give the person a fickle mind. He might not be that stable with his patience and mindset. But if these planets are aspecting the fifth house, then the person has a strong chance of gaining through stock market, speculation, trading, and all those stuff. Then role of eighth house in wealth. So what are the combinations we need to attain wealth via the eighth house? So eighth house is house of inheritance and earning via partnership. So eighth house, because it is second from the seventh house, so this house gives results regarding earning via inheritance, or via earning via spouse, or earning via partnerships. A benefic aspect on the eighth house or lord of eighth increases chances of attaining inheritance. So if a good planet is looking at the eighth house, like Moon, Venus, Mercury, or the eighth lord itself is sitting in the eighth house, then chances of gaining inheritance are increased. Aspect or exchange between fifth lord and eighth lord creates chances of inheritance from unexpected sources. So if fifth lord is sitting in the eighth house, because fifth house is like also attainment or gain via lottery, and eighth house is sudden gains or gains via inheritance. If there is a combination or exchange between fifth and eighth lord, a person might get inheritance from unexpected sources, from the sources or a family member or someone unknown who he or she never expected to give him inheritance. Exchange between eighth lord and second, or eighth lord and 11th, with involvement of fourth and fifth lord, creates chances of gaining money from under the ground. So because of both the second house and 11th house are the gains, and eighth house is house of inheritance. So if the fourth house or the fifth house, where the sudden gains are positioned, or fourth house, which also represents the ground, the earth. So if there is a relationship between fourth, fifth, eighth involving second or 11th, then there are chances that person might gain via finding some sort of valuable stuff under the ground. Might be family inheritance hidden under the ground, might be some archaeological uh, mm, findings, or some valuable stuff under the ground can be gained via this person. A strong eighth house can create chances of gaining inheritance from a spouse or a spouse family too. So, because second house generally represents gains from self, and eighth house is second from the seventh house. So, a good position of eighth house lord or a strong eighth house also represents chances of gaining money on or inheritance via family of a spouse. Now, role of 11th house in attaining wealth. 11th house is house of gains or labh. A good position of 11th lord gives gains from work and business activities. So 11th house represents overall profits in your life. A good position of 11th lord gives gains, like whatever work you do, whatever business you do, the generation of profits in them is decided via the 11th house. A good Ashtakvarga score of 11th house then 12th house gives more gains than losses, and person is able to save. So there is a Ashtakvarga score in Patrika, and if 11th house has more Ashtakvarga score than the 12th house, then there are less losses and more profits, and person is able to save more money. A strong 11th house with the second and 7th house is required to be a successful businessman, because 7th house is house of partnership and second house is house of uh, savings or safekeeping of money or gains, and these two combined with 11th house creates a combination of successful businessmen. So after all these combinations of second, fifth, eighth and 11th, for a person to enjoy all accumulated wealth, a person needs a strong fourth house. Fourth house is enjoyment, sukha is house of sukh, house of enjoying all the wealth which you have generated. So if fourth house is strong and the divisional chart D2 is also strong, then only person will be able to enjoy all the wealth he has generated. But if these two houses are not strong, they have some sort of malefic effect of Rahu, Ketu, Saturn, person might not be able to enjoy all the wealth he has generated, and others might enjoy those wealth and money which is being generated via the person. So these are the combinations of attainment of wealth via different houses and different combinations. Hope this video help you guys. Thank you from Adi Rudra Astrology.